Alright, welcome back to Braid Vault 2. We are here outside Savalon to try and retake Savalon back from the Hologriders. Alright, so now we will head in and see what's going on in town here.
Anyhow.
You came. Thank goodness. I'll let Prince Pollux know you're here. He'll tell you everything.
Very well. Then we shall make our way to the palace.
I heard Savalon has been invited to join the Hologrider Empire. If refused, there should be war. Is it wise to fight against Hologrid, or should we speak a queasy request? I don't know. What do you think, friend? Prince Paul is waiting for us, so don't even think about heading to the gaming hall. Look how us if he's trying to Holograd. Who can we know? If we resist the Empire's advances, we will have to fight them. We would suffer terrible losses. What cruel twist fate is this? The war's fire seed, but now we face another threat entirely? What's funny is I might even seen the wars recede. It's the same as before. Either surrender or we fight. There be no middle ground. Shaman Holograd, the people of Savalon never agreed to be subjugated by a foreign power. You agree, yes? We must never give in to them. Holograd is a fully fledged military dictatorship. A kingdom such as Savalon would have little chance of victory were war break out between us. But were we to surrender and join the Empire, on the other hand, we would lose our precious independence. Once it is made, there can be no doubting this is a historical turning point for our kingdom. Two council members lost, and at a time like this? Strange that such misfortune can't be a coincidence. We must say a chance of defeating Holograd. Once the Queen's request is the only way to avoid unnecessary suffering. I'm sure you agree, yes? That's right, is the only option? The others have agreed that the truth of what befell King Orion, Prince Cassidy, and Bernard will be kept secret to the general populace. The official explanation was that all three died of sudden illness, and for once the council was able to make its decision swiftly and unanimously. What's happening, father? Why does there make such a noise and fuss? It's like you worry about, child. Now go play with the friends. The desert heat of Savalon is a Savalon's secret weapon. Our enemies will not be able to withstand it. Dear words, Holograd, we are ready for you. Doesn't matter how many times you have to come here, the heat never gets 8 years to deal with. Ah well, I suppose we're never going to save the world without bringing a sweat, eh? Our first port of call to be the palace. Prince Pollux will inform us of the latest developments. I'm afraid of Holograd. Everyone says he'll attack us soon. Do you think we'll be allowed to soon if we become part of the Empire? What's about 2 elders being missing? Please proceed to the palace. Prince Pollux is waiting for you. It is my sworn duty to protect and serve Prince Pollux and Savalon come what may. I must not and can't think of anything else. I must thank you for coming to our kingdom's aid for a time of need. Prince Pollux will be in charge of communications. I'm glad to be able to help.
You have our thanks for coming all this way, Princess Gloria.
It's my pleasure, Prince Pollux. Would you mind telling us what's been going on?
Of course. As I asked Anihal to inform you, the Holograders have demanded that our kingdom join their empire. I put the matter to the Council of Elders, but alas, they were divided. Things were further complicated when 2 of the elders passed away in quick succession. Their deaths were deemed to be suicides, but both men happened to be of the faction opposed to joining the Empire. Which is rather suspicious. I'm sure you will agree.
You think the Hologriders had them killed?
I'm afraid that I do.
We'll be happy to help in any way we can, of course.
Thank you, Your Highness. Perhaps you could speak to some of the council members. They might be more prepared to open up to one such as yourself.
So where are they? First order of business is to gather information. Let's write down all the artists what they have to say. It's their policy that Aidis and Holograd had a hand in the deaths of 2 of the elders. Perhaps you would speak to the 4 who remain. Names are Cygnus, Draco, Delphinus, and Leo. The policy that Holograd has infiltrated the council, some can't be discounted. We must find out the truth. All this talk about Sassers is putting me on a bit on edge. Now that I was feeling particularly relaxed before, with all the calamities and the monsters and the invasions. Oh, bad news. Crikey, things looking a wee bit glum. I must confess that Savalon's current plight does concern me rather. Well, Pox is like a seasoned leader, and what with all these elders suddenly dying in special circumstances, it's a bit of a worry, aye? Yes. It's not bad news, though. I heard they had started work on repairing the parts of the sea that were damaged by all the water. And once it's all gone, they'll be able to finish the job. That is good to hear. I hope the repairs continue to go well. Aye, and these aren't a people of wall in despair, either. Business at the gaming hall is as booming as ever. Really? Even a time like this? I would say there's 4 essentials in life. Food, clothing, shelter, and fun. And if they're having fun, it means the other 3 are covered. I suppose so. Good. Let's go down there and do our bit, then. To the gaming hall. Not until the matter at hand is resolved, Elvis. We have duties to perform. Aye, Your Highness, of course. That's me told. Wow. So, where are the elders? Is that Cygnus?
The 2 elders who passed away. They both killed themselves, did they not? Why do you ask?
Prince Pollux didn't seem so sure it was suicide.
Well, I do not wish to speak ill of the dead, but we all know what Bernard did, do we not? Subverting the affairs of the nation for his own ends. The elders in question could well have been involved in something similar. I have heard that Holograd takes a very dim view of such activities. Perhaps these men were so afraid of what might happen to them if Savalon joined the Empire, that they took matters into their own hands.
Could be, I guess. Thanks for your help. How do you feel about joining the Empire, by the way? Are you for it or against it?
Oh, I am all for it. The alternative is war. The people would suffer terribly. In any case, I am late for a council meeting. I must be on my way. Good day to you.
The funny thing is that Lady Cygnus is the one who backed Bernard to begin with.
What? The dead elders? I have no interest in them. Dwelling on the past will not help us adjust to our new reality. We will soon be part of the Empire.
I guess you're in favor of joining, then.
Indeed I am. As with any transaction, it is a simple matter of weighing the costs against the benefits. The fact is that our kingdom is in chaos. If we were to make a stand against the Holograders now, it would be the end of us. Besides... But I must be on my way. A council meeting is starting soon. Please, excuse me.
Besides, Prince Pollux is too
It was the curse. It was the curse that killed them.
What do you mean?
They conspired with Bernard to have their fellow elder, Lupus, tried for a crime he did not commit.
They did? So, what happened to Lupus after that?
He killed himself, stabbed himself in the chest with a dagger. Suicide. And now we have 2 more suicides. Bernard is dead, and now his co-conspirators are dead. Do you not see? This is Lupus's revenge from beyond the grave. It is a curse, I tell you. The thought makes my blood run cold. It chills me to my very core.
Okay.
The deaths of those 2 elders. They were suicides, were they not? Or are you suggesting otherwise?
Well, the circumstances are pretty suspicious.
Suspicious, you say? You have been talking to Prince Pollux, I assume. He certainly does not seem to believe that those poor men killed themselves.
Well, they were both opposed to joining the Empire, and they both happened to die. You can see why he might believe Holograd had something to do with it.
Yes. And I must confess, I am inclined to agree with him. After all, Savalon is as far from Holograd as it is possible to get. An invasion would be a difficult and long-winded affair. I can understand why they would attempt to subdue the kingdom through such machinations instead. Of course, I have not a shred of evidence to support this theory, which puts me in a very awkward position. Though it is nothing compared to the situation in which Prince Pollux has found himself, following the death of his brother. It is our duty as elders to support him. Speaking of which, I must attend a meeting. Perhaps we will have the chance to talk again later.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. Lady Sickness asked for my assistance with an issue that has arisen. You have my undivided attention now, however. Tell me, what did you learn from your interviews with the elders? Lupus, you say? It was his place on the council that Bernard took. And some suspect that he was accused of a crime he did not commit, and that the ordeal led him to take his own life. And you think there might be some truth to this?
One of the people we spoke to said that the 2 elders who died recently were cursed. That it was their punishment for framing Lupus.
I shall have to discuss the matter with Dromid. He will know more, I am sure. And fortunately, the Council has just approved my proposal to consult with him on the matter of Holograd's request that we join the Empire. Come, we will visit him in his cell and see what he has to say.
Nice. Returning hatred all too real. Why remain skeptical about the existence of curses? So the prince has to ask the council for permission to do stuff? That's kind of an interesting way of doing things. Poor old John Man's still banged up in dungeon, is he? By me. I mean, I know it's the way he wanted, but still.
Prince Pollux?
Is something the matter?
Well, no. But did you not enter the dungeon just moments ago?
Certainly not. I have just arrived.
Oh no! Come on, we need to hurry.
But why?
I'll explain later. Right now, Dromid's in danger.
What in the... Dromid!
Oh, Your Highness! It's 2 of you!
Who's the imposter?
So, the time has come, and earlier than expected.
The time to kill you all.
Okay!
Let's see what you're made of, eh?
Prepare to die.
You rang?
I wonder... We even know who her name is. So she's using, basically a pair of daggers. She's weak to lances. Let's see.
You are about to witness my true power. Does that feel better?
Dang.
Right, let's sort this mess out. Brace yourselves!
You're going to
Okay,
regret
she's good at
hurting
dodging.
my friends. This will shut you up.
Prepare to meet your maker. Holy spirits, heal me.
Thanks!
Here I go. Let's see how you deal with this.
Probably not a good idea to do that. Ow!
We've got this, right? You may feel a little sting.
Hey, you okay? See how you like this?
You are about to witness my true power. Sacred powers restore you.
Sorry to trouble you.
This will shut you up.
Wait, she just left.
I grow bored of this. Time to withdraw.
She just vanished.
Crikey. What was that? A ghost? Something to do with this curse?
No, nothing of the sort. Whoever she was, she dropped her necklace.
It seems you arrived just in time. You have my thanks. But why come after me?
I guess somebody wants you out of the way.
It seems you know more of the circumstances than I. Would you care to explain?
Forgive us, Drummond. The kingdom finds itself in dire need of your wisdom.
I see. Much has been afoot.
Indeed. And I would hear your thoughts. How should we proceed, old friend?
Well, from what you have told me, there would seem to be little doubt that Holograd has been engaging in clandestine activity within the kingdom. Perhaps I am an obstacle to their scheme in some way, hence their attempt to eliminate me.
It must be something you know. Something vital to their plans.
Indeed. But what? The bulk of my knowledge concerns the history and governance of Savalon. If we can deduce what it is they believe I know, we might be able to make some sense of all this.
Only the council knew that I was coming here to meet with Drummond, which means an elder is responsible. But what could they have been so keen to keep you from telling me?
Let's go and talk to them all again, eh? The culprit's bound to let something slip eventually.
Lovely. Who done it? I can't stop thinking about those suicides of these elders. There's this thing way that's a coincidence. Yeah, it's got something to do with the ones who want to join the Empire and the ones who don't, right? Which is just that a member of the council will be behind it all. Right, which is why I did a little research in them all. So Sayus and Delphinus are what you might call the pro-Empire faction. We've already met Sayus. She seems to be a pretty serious sort of person. And Delphinus, well, he's like the opposite. Remember how he likes to gamble a lot. Then there's Draco. He's kind of a fence sitter. Basically, he'll go along with whatever Prince Pollux decides. And finally, there's Leo. He's against joining the Empire, but it sounds like all kinds of rumors have been flying around about him since the other elders died. So where to begin?
The elders did not commit suicide, you say? They were murdered by Holograders.
That's right. And they tried to murder Drummond too. Luckily, we got there first. The assassin dropped this necklace.
It is a valuable clue, no doubt, but I am afraid it means nothing to me. But wait. Dogs and other animals can use the scents left on personal items to trace their owners, can they not? Perhaps something similar might yield results.
Mm-mm. We have to go and talk to, anyhow.
You wish to know more about Lupus? Very well. He was a good man, diligent and honest to a fault. That is why Bernard and his partners in crime were able to take advantage of him as they did. It was perhaps merciful that his wife had already passed away, but it meant that his death left their only daughter orphaned. A terrible business. The full details of the family and all that came to pass are sure to appear in the kingdom's official records. Drumed will be able to tell you more, no doubt.
So Drumed has more information.
What? The elders who supposedly killed themselves were assassinated by holograders. That is quite a claim. And I have little to say in response. Please understand, I am in favor of joining the Empire. It is the best way to avoid a war. It will also create numerous trading opportunities for Savalon. It is not ideal, and to reach this conclusion was not easy. But life does not consist of easy decisions. You would do well to remember that.
Forgive me, I am too busy to speak with you at the moment.
What is it, Gloria?
Oh, nothing, I'm sure. It was just her perfume. It had the rather unique aroma of musk.
Musk? What's that?
It is an extract from a certain type of deer, prized for its unique fragrance. Hard to come by in Savalon, I should imagine. I wouldn't think that there are very many people who wear it.
Weird.
You want to know who owns that necklace? Okay. We'll help you. Can you give it here? He says it smells of deer.
Deer? How come?
I don't know. Sorry.
So it's Lady Cygnus. I mean, it's pretty obvious.